Okay, so we have good information, very exciting information for Bleach Soul Resonance. And we're really going to tie everything together that we've been getting. Now, before we really get into it, I just want to do some self-promo that I am running this Twitter account. We're about to hit 5,000 followers. So if we could get 5K by the end of today when I post it, that would be so sick. And I did start a Twitter community, and I am also planning on starting a Discord community with the help of a lot of the people already kind of active in the Bleach Soul Resonance community. So I'm going to start getting things rolling. It would be great if you follow this account and turn notifs on. So that's all I want to say. Now, what is the big topic of today's video? Well, they confirmed a second closed beta test for China. Now, this one, in my opinion, is probably going to be a lot more open. Now, the main reason is because the last beta, they actually held back a lot of information and a lot of actual, well, not information, but a lot of shit was held back that we're about to see, because there's no way everything that we're going to show was accomplished. This was shown maybe a month ago, a month and a half. No, yeah, a month and a half. But I didn't want to make a video because it felt like, okay, this is good info, but it didn't, man, it didn't feel like it was needed to talk about. But because we have a beta, I'm going to talk about it. And now, because this beta test is going to have a lot of more complete qualities in the game, I think they're going to allow people globally to really get into it. So July 3rd is when it's going to start. Now, I don't know if it starts July 3rd or if that's when the registration starts. I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah, on TapTap, they did confirm it July 3rd. Now it says 270,000 people to reserve, which would be really nice because that means almost everyone would get in. That would be crazy good. That would be, oh boy, yeah. So we'll start with that. Now, what exactly are we talking about mainly? So yes, I'm going to keep you guys updated on that, but I would recommend following the Twitter for even quicker information, right? What's important is what they're doing to change in the beta. And I mean, they are changing a lot of things, right? So let's get into this. Basically, we kind of knew that in June or sometime in June we'd get the beta test, but it seems like they pushed it to like the beginning of July, not that deep. But there was 5 things they confirmed. So they actually did a dev talk for like 10 minutes. And basically, I'm just going to like resume. I am using my friends right now. My friends just kicked in. I'm going to summarize basically everything that they talked about. So first of all, better alt animations. I think it's pretty much like guaranteed that the one on the right is better, right? The one on the left feels unfinished and also does not have that TYBW style. But on the right, dude, I actually, because Kisuke is pretty much the best support in the game, right? He is essentially like the Verena or the Shorekeeper or the like Bennett of a game, right? What's her name? Bronya, if you will. So any of those units, one of the best supports. And you see this a lot. Look how fucking, I would say, ugly it looks. Just the like POV is weird. And then here, not only does it look better in terms of the animation, right? Because look, in the back, I'd say the background's a bit cleaner. It looks less 3D. I don't know, like, I like that like 2D to 3D blend, but then you see the highlights are actually there. And it has that TYBW style, and it looks more like refined, basically. So that's the first one. Better alt animations. Let me move my camera down here. No, we have to keep it there because the camera. So I'm just gonna take it off. But yeah, basically better alt animations, which this is what they showed. Better 2D arts, UI overhaul, combat changes, which I think what they were saying was in regards to the parry, and then cinematic quality increased and more, which we're gonna talk about this in depth. But yeah, first of all, Kisuke, and they also showed Yoriichi, and this is huge because a lot of the animations look like this on the left, and then they make it look on the right. Dude, it's fucking incredible. Then the better 2D arts. Let me pull it up. Guys, this is what it looked like before. This is like the new one. This is what it was before. Like, no, wait, sorry, wrong one. The other one is still bad. I don't know which one it is. It's this one. Is it? No. My bad. It's this one because he doesn't have the red. Guys, do we see the improvement? This looks TYBW with a bit of their own twist. This looks like I'm playing a knockoff Bleach game. Right? So if we get this quality on every character, I'm happy because this is insane. This is probably the best art in the game that we've gotten so far. So I'm very happy they did that. Very happy. You don't even understand. Then they said a UI overhaul. We could see it here. So yeah, basically the gear system before looked way different. Let's just say that. This actually looks proper. Look at it before and look at it after. This is the same page, right? Now they also added other things to this page, I think. But this is the gear page afterwards, and this is before. So we could see a insane increase in quality just in how it looks visually. And I'm very happy because now we don't have to actually rack our brains at it. They just tell us what we could place, and it's much better in my opinion. I like this a lot more. So big W there. And then combat changes, well, that's in regards to things like parry. And then cinematic quality increased. So you can see the left was old, right is new. So they added shading. It overall looks very good. The lighting is much better. So I'm very happy. This also looks a bit more like Byakuya than the one on the left. Obviously both look like Byakuya, but the one on the right has that feel. Now they also add, there's like those, I don't know what to call them, like rim lighting, where they add this like little highlight, and that's how they have it in 2IBW, which is a very nice appeal, right? Because people go in the game, they're going to see, oh wow, I just finished watching Core 4 of 2IBW a week ago, or like 2IBW Core 4 just started, and now I go into the game and this looks like 2IBW. Like that would be really cool. And that's the feel you get also with the Kisuke, right? This really gives you that feel for sure, right? I love it. I love it. And they did show more. So like left is old, right is new. And you could tell just the lighting looks better. This one, do I even need to speak? Like, look how beautiful the one on the right looks, right? And I think that's the same. And this one, the right, or the bottom one is the old, and then the big one is the new one. And you could tell the lighting looks much better. There's actual lighting, and you have those highlights again, which was missing before. So honestly, just seeing this, it got way better. Now, next up, they actually did show some login visuals, which, dude, like these look fucking beautiful. So you're gonna see these, obviously they're gonna be moving, but I wasn't allowed to post it moving, so is what it is. I don't know what to tell you, but it is what it is. Damn, it went from 1 like to 22, bro. I guess it just didn't process. But yeah, no. These 4 just look beautiful. Okay, they really do. So you could tell that overall the game visually is looking a lot better, just a lot better. And yeah, we have the character screen. So I'm honestly really happy with that. And yeah, okay, I guess I had it all open. Now the last thing I want to talk about is you could even tell which ones are a bit newer. Like Yoruichi, Unohana, and then Aizen look newer than the what's it called? The Byakuya and then the Kenpachi one, right? Those highlights just add so much of a like 2IBW flair that's missing from Byakuya and Kenpachi. So I think that tying this into the art style, right? I think it's very good that they're kind of bringing this to be the status quo instead of this on the right, okay? We could actually go through, I did post all of the arts, so let's go and do that. But if we check this out, right? Wherever the fuck it is, I don't know. I think it's down here. Probably, yeah. So you can see like some of the arts just look better, dude. Like Yoruichi's and Ichigo's look way better than Byakuya's and Kisuke's, right? Like this, I don't know what the fuck is going on, right? And it does continue like Kaname's has a bit of a nicer look to it than like Kaname Tosin, and this, he's the one character I never remember his name. Thank God it says it. Sajin, right? So Sajin, I'd say it looks a lot worse. Ikaku's, honestly, it looks like it was like there was an overhaul, because like you see those like 2IBW type of highlights, but then we start getting into the SRs, and I need to like, bro, we need to look at Rukia's and Yachiru's, right? Just looking at all of these guys, I posted them. Look at this Yachiru art. Did I post? No, sorry. Look at the new Nemu art compared to this one, right? Like you could see the difference. This one's still rather one of the better ones. But if we go back, right, like there's this Byakuya one that they're not using, and then look at Rukia in the back, right? Let's actually let me find the better one. I mean, we'll check Orihime's. Look at this. Like, look at the difference between what's in game and then this. It's crazy. It's literally night and day. Okay, it is genuinely night and day. So I really hope that everyone gets that overhaul. And I mean, they have it. They just didn't put it in game, right? They just didn't put it in game because all these characters have it. That's the crazy part. I don't get why it wasn't in game. But it really just seems like the first version of the beta was a test, because you're telling me this was literally an art that was in game for an event. This is the art we had for Rukia. So people like a lot of people were pissed at that. I'm not gonna lie. For example, also some of the best cutscenes were just not in the beta. Right? The cutscenes that were used promotionally were not in the damn beta. This was somehow not in the beta. Guys, do we see how beautiful this is? Right? Let me go a bit ahead. But like, This is beautiful. The fluidity of this is insane. And it wasn't in the beta. And we literally got past that point. We were in the Arrancar arc, guys. So yeah, all this to say, I'm going to finish it off with this. So the beta is going to come out July 3rd, and it's going to be a big overhaul. And the biggest thing is that a lot was held back, and I misworded it a bit, but I want to explain it to where basically, to my understanding, is was just meant as a general test to get people up to date, and kind of maybe I don't get why they held it back, but I guess they had to get the content approved, because literally after the beta ended in March, May 2nd, a month after, they showed all of those changes. Could you really tell me that they added a bunch of 2D arts, did this big overhaul, changed like a good amount of cinematics, and also updated ultimates in the span of a month? In a month? I doubt it. And I'm pretty sure they did say in the thing, but it was Chinese for 10 minutes, guys. I'm sorry, I'm not translating 10 minutes, but they did say that basically they did hold some things back. And it's pretty apparent that July 3rd, we're going to have a much better beta test. And in my opinion, it should be more open, but we're going to have to see how exactly they go about it. But overall, this is the most beautiful thing ever. Genuinely the most beautiful thing ever. Now, one more thing, they also showed this, right, which the stamps look way better now, because before they were kind of mix and matching between 2D and 3D, which was very odd. But like, for example, this is how it would have looked before, but then there was like a 3D version, right? But now it's just like, it just looks a lot more polished this way as a stamp, and it looks like a stamp now. And even look at these facial features, like how much more expressive Kenpachi got just by adding the shading and all of that. It's absolutely insane. Like, they have been doing very good work on this. But just thinking that this was in the beta is crazy when this is what we're going to be getting, right? Like, the difference is night and day. It's so apparent. Now, I do want to show this, right? Basically, I'm going to take out my camera, but they did update. They showed Yoriichi's too, so let's see the updated version, right? This is the updated one, I think. No, this is the updated one. I don't know, guys. But look at Kisuke's, right? Like, the difference to me is very apparent. Like, dude, it just flows a lot better, looks a lot better. The game, like, they cooked. They cooked. I want to play the Yoriichi one again. I think this is before, right? Right? It's a bit hard to tell, but that one did seem a bit more powerful, right? So I did want to show that. But, like, just this smirk, right? It's fluid, right? It's a lot more fluid. And then, like, this is way better. He's smirking. He has an expression when the one on the left didn't. And then, you know, I would say this does it. It's a lot. It's just a lot better, guys. It is. Like, bro, also, fucking the sword in the hand. So, you know, I would say they definitely have improved. Now, is there room for more improvement? Sure. But they're also probably quite a ways away from launch. And the best thing is that they have so much content available already that they don't need to give us more content, right? All they need to do is refine the game, give us better rewards, and we're fine. So I just wanted to make a video, beta coming out, and then also they have a bunch of shit that's going to be added to this beta. This is still the best image ever. Best, like the best addition that they could have done. So I'm very happy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.